flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. When this race continues, things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Jowers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Go Fast Racing League Lazy Days Grand National Series. We are live here for 150 laps here at the old Chicagoland Speedway. Last race before the chase. 8 drivers make it in. I don't have the updated points. I apologize. I can't tell you who's going to make it in at the moment. I do got somewhat of a list. I know for sure who's made it in. Austin Marion, Eric Mitch, Eric Borelli, Skylar Allen looks like he's going to make it in. Jeff Wupker. Them are the guys that I know for sure have made it in. I'm not sure about a couple of these other guys like Jeff Schmidt and people like that. So we'll have to wait and see. Either way, we're about to go racing. Let's pause and get our national anthem in. Be right back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome back to Chicagoland as we get set to go 150 laps tonight. Pretty much all week it has been the Joe Burchett show. We'll see what happens tonight. It could be a little bit different. Guys, just let y'all know if I start lagging, there may be a chance that I have to pause the broadcast to fix it. If so, it'll be okay. I'll pop it right back up, I promise. I'll probably do it during a commercial if it keeps lagging. I'm watching it now just to make sure. Anywho, it's pretty much been a Joe Burchett show. However, right now, Michael Trevarthian on top of Joe Burchett. Joe won back in the Truck Series on Thursday. Back here again last night in the K&N. Won here again. And tonight, we're back here in the Grand National Xfinity car, I guess would be the word to say. It should be a fun race, though. I'm really looking forward to it. Will we be able to see our first sweep? We don't really know. A lot of things could happen tonight. A lot of guys trying to get that big win. You see James Finn making his return here tonight. It's been a while since he's raced with us, a couple weeks, I do believe. But I am looking forward to this race. It's going to be a good one. Last race before the chase, and guys want to go out as a winner before the chase starts. Of course, the chase starts next week as we head to Kansas Motor Speedway. I am so much looking forward to Kansas Motor Speedway. I absolutely love that place. One of my favorite tracks. Will go there next week and run in the Xfinity car, or B-Class car, I guess would be the word to say. Real fast look at our weather. Pretty similar to what we've had the last 2 nights. A 74-degree air temp. Winds a little bit higher than last night. A little bit lower than what we had Thursday night at 7 miles per hour out of the west this time. Track length, of course, 1.5 miles. Track temp is wrong, by the way. It's actually a little bit cooler than that. It's about 80 degrees. So I am looking forward to this. We haven't had very many cautions. I don't know if we'll have that same luck, I guess you could say, tonight. The last 2 nights we have had a total of 4 yellows. Guys, what I want to do real fast, I want to pause the broadcast and I want to fix the lag issue. I am lagging on my end. It is on me. I got to fix something. I will be right back after this. Alright, so Sorry about that. We are live for the Lazy Days Grand National Series, and had to fix it. Make sure everybody refreshes the stream. Alright, so here we go. Get ready to go qualifying. We'll see who gets the pole here tonight. Reason why I had to pause that, guys, I had stuff set up too high, which is weird because that is the same settings I've been using for since last night I used it. So it is what it is. We'll move on and go from there. Anyway, qualifying underway now. As we watch the number 15, Jack Williams, rolling out onto the track. And the number 15, High Sense Toyota. Michael Trevarthen. Let's go ahead and watch Michael as he works through. This is his out lap, by the way. Of course, using the new cameras again tonight like we used last night. Oh, Michael blinking just a little bit. It could be me blinking. I don't know. Hopefully not, though. As Michael Trevarthen starts his green flag lap. Cross to the start finish line. Trevarthen puts up a time of a 28.907. Very good lap for him. Go back to Joe Burchett. That's Jack Williams, not Joe. Joe Burchett going high. He's getting ready to start his green flag lap. So we'll go over to somebody else. Jeff Schmidt is on his green flag lap. As we work down into turn 1 and 2. And he qualifies fourth. Not a bad lap at all. Back over to Joe Burchett. He is on his fast lap now as we hop on board with Joe. And apparently my other cameras are not working, which is upsetting because hopefully I'll have to fix that. Possibly I have other cameras, guys. I may have to fix that once we go to commercial break. And make sure that's set up right. And Joe Burchett does go to second on the board. We hop over to Brady Briggs now. In the 6 car. Sorry guys, I'm over here trying to mess with stuff. That's why I'm being a little weird. Alright, Brady Briggs going to cross the start-finish line. As he will qualify 5th place. Let's go back a little bit here to Carlton Sanders. As he crosses the start-finish line, he's going to jump up nowhere yet because it's just now his fast lap. That's kind of depressing, guys. I had my cameras working, but apparently they stopped working. Not sure what's going on with that. Carlton crosses the start-finish line in the number 18. And he will jump up to nowhere yet. Actually, wow, his lap's not count for some reason. That's a strange one. He is the only guy that has yet to put down a lap, by the way. We got 41 seconds left here in qualifying. Hello, Gene. How are you? I'm having trouble with my cameras tonight. I hope I can fix it during the commercial break. It's kind of depressing. Not going to lie. Carlton does qualify 15th, right behind Skylar Allen up at 14th. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Broadcasting?
Yes. But I need y'all both in here anyway, real fast. Skylar, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
I don't know who's actually in the chase at the moment.
Okay, let me get you a rundown.
Okay, thank you.
So, let's see here. I have spreadsheets for all of that stuff. I just gotta find it.
I apologize. I should have got it
I
earlier.
know
But
for a fact that Eric Barilli, with his 2 wins, Dylan Vose is in with a win. Let's see, and I'll have you chase brackets Monday. As of right now, locked in are Eric Barilli, Lee Grandy, Jeff Smith, Brandon Puffenberger. Those are locked in with wins. And then Eric Minch, Austin Marion, myself, Jeff Webker, James Finn, Dylan Vose. Dylan does not have a win. I lied. Cody Blackmore, Nate Anderson, John Ronaldo.
do you know? Would you happen to know who the closest is on the bubble right now? Is it
Nate
you?
Is, and then Josh Bank on the outside looking in would be, and I think they're mathematically eliminated as Josh and Landon and Todd.
Okay.
So it looks like everybody that starts tonight or provisionals tonight that was in
Okay.
will be in. So
Okay.
12 drivers, and
Oh, is it 12 that makes it?
interesting. Yeah. it's
Oh,
12
okay. I
drivers.
thought it was 8. I don't know why I thought it was 8. Okay, that's one thing I wanted to know. I didn't know for sure. How do you think tonight's going to go for you?
Yep. Nope. Everything looks like it's going to be good. We're excited and ready to go. You know, last race of the regular season, so we'll see what happens.
I agree, man. Looking forward to it. Go out there and see if you can get the win.
I'm gonna work on it.
It's going to be tough, man. This place is tough.
That up is tight.
Is it tight, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real tight tonight.
I was wondering how it was going to feel in a long run.
Nothing like last night. Last night the setup was great.
Okay.
Well,
Real fast before you guys go. What are we looking at for pit stops? Do y'all have any idea?
I have an idea, but I can't.
You can't say it. I didn't think so. I didn't think so. I tried.
I'm racing to get in the chase.
All right. Thanks, guys. All right. So the green flag about to come out here in just a moment. As we get ready to go green flag, I will move Skylar back up to make sure he can get back up there. Okay, he's good. All right. Anyway, sorry guys, I'm all over the place right now. I'm struggling with my cameras, man. I want them to work. I was looking forward to showing these guys again for people that's new to broadcasting or with me tonight. Pace car is about to drop off. We got 150 laps here tonight. Should be a very fun one. As you see, Joe Burchett and Michael Travarthy, and we will get them cameras fixed, by the way. Even if I have to do it during commercial, I will get it fixed, I promise. Pace car pulls in. Green flag about to wave. We are green flag racing, final race of the season, well, regular season, as we are side drafting already up front. Michael Travarthy and Joe Burchett. A little bit further back, we got Austin Marion. I'm sorry, is that Austin? No, it's Eric Barilli. I'm sorry about that. And looks like Brenna, or it is Austin Marion in the 65. I was looking at the wrong number. And Michael Travarthy able to clear Joe on the inside. Here comes Brady Briggs underneath the 65 of Marion. Now looking at 3 wide to 14. Caught in the middle. That is Brady on the inside right now in the blue and red, white, and blue 6. Eric Burley, of course, caught on the high side right now with the 6 running the preferred line early. We'll see if this line stays the same with these cars being so tight. It could be a different type race compared to what we've seen last night or the night before with the trucks, of course. The line could move up quite a bit compared to what we've seen here in the last few days. Nate Anderson right now also running in 6th place. He qualified really well. A little bit further back is Derek Pemberton riding alongside the 61 Jeff Schmidt with Jack Williams behind. And then it is the 60 of James Finn right in front of the 81. As Derek's able to clear Jeff at the moment, Derek's going to slide up in front of that 61 car, slide job, and pushing Jeff. Jeff now looking back to the inside of the 81. Derek running that Skittles Heat paint scheme tonight. That is Kyle Busch is actually running tomorrow, which is a really cool paint, by the way. Jeff running his normal, I don't want to say Looney Tunes, but it pretty much is a Looney Tunes paint. Roadrunner. Oh, contact. There goes the 61. And this could end bad. And we're going to stay green at the moment. Oh, this could end bad. There goes the 18 around. Caution will fly. This was a weird one. I think there was netcode here. 61 came up. Oh, and it looks like Jeff came up too far and got inside of Derek that time. May not have known that Derek was there. And unfortunately, taps the door. As Joe Burchett did take the lead. What that's going to do, guys, it's going to set up for our first commercial. The only reason why I'm going to commercial, I want to make sure I explain it. I want to fix my cameras for you guys. We'll be right back right after this quick commercial break.
We're all looking to bring as much of the real world into sim racing as we possibly can. Our SimCraft Tilt and Pro Sim Racing pedal sets are here to elevate your rig, improve your consistency into and through the corners, and give you the ability to dial in your perfect pedal feel. Put your feet on the same pedals the pros use. From the braking zone to corner exit, get the most out of every corner with SimCraft.
And we are back. As I did fix the cameras, by the way. And it was actually set. I don't know why I did that. It's a weird one. Watching Joe Burchett and Michael Trevarthian pull into pit road. You can see right now, this is the cameras I was talking about. Y'all all seen them last night, most of you. I love them. Very awesome. 4 tires going up. And it looks like none of them other drivers had damage, by the way. Jeff Smith didn't take much damage. Derek Mann took a little bit. Down the way, Ned Anderson taking 2 tires. Austin Marion possibly taking 2. As the race off pit road does get one by Nate. Austin Marion also coming out in 4th. Joe Burchett, James Finn also taking. Joe actually took 4, but James Finn took 2, it looks like, from what I'm seeing. Does look like we got some repairs being done right now on the 81 of Derek Pemberton, who is down and away. And also, you see a couple other cars there as well. So the lead's going to go over to Brandon Puffenbarger. And you can see him here in the Todd car. Pretty cool looking paint scheme. Guys, give me your thoughts. What paint scheme do you guys like the most? There's Eric Minch. He's in the Todd car. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Eric's is pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty awesome. We don't really get to see a lot of Eric's paint schemes for some reason because sometimes they don't work. That is a cool looking paint scheme though. Really like that. Of course, you got Austin Marion in his original paint tonight. Nate Anderson. One thing cool about Nate's car is you see the 1 on the back. That is because of he runs his numbers a little bit different than a lot of guys, which is pretty cool. Joe Burchett into SwampDust.com. Chevrolet, I'm sorry. We are starting to double back up, by the way. There's James Finn, the BMW of Ann Arbor. Michael Trevarthian. I love the Caterpillar car. Eric Borelli into Sim Seats Fast Signs. Of course, he's got ovarian cancer on the side as well, in memory of Mom, which is really awesome. Pretty cool to have that on there. Brady Briggs, the red, white, and blue Napa. Then you got Lee Grandy. Everybody remembers Lee winning in that car in the Xfinity Series. Jack Williams in the High Sense. Skylar Allen in 96. Subway. Jeff Smith with a little bit of damage, by the way, not much. Of course, Derek Pemberton running the Skittles High Heat, or Sweet Heat, should I say. Joshua Banks, who does got damage. The 18, Carlton Sanders, and Dakota Craig. As we get ready to go green, this is going to be a very, very interesting situation because the top 2 cars, no tires. 2 cars behind them, 2 tires. It did work out last night. Will it work out tonight? Green pace car ducks out. Green flag is out. We're back to racing here again at Chicagoland. And I put a lot of emphasis on that back, by the way. And we got a stack up, and it looks like Jeff Smith may have got ran into. Not quite sure about that, but we had a checkup on that inside row. Not entirely sure where that came from. Here comes Joe Burchett. Look underneath Eric Minch. This is a battle for 3rd. Right behind them, Nate Anderson trying to hold back Eric Borelli. That is a battle for what will be 5th, I do believe. Joe Burchett clears the 00. We are grouped up hot and heavy here for the top 4, all the way back to about 12th position. Borelli right now underneath the 00 as caution flies once again, and Derek Pemberton goes around, and his night may be coming to an end. And did he have help? Did he cause it? We'll find out. Looks like, oh, the 6 man, everybody running over Derek tonight. The 6 did not see Derek underneath. it appears. As maybe he thought Derek was going down to the apron and came down, collected him. 15 got involved as well with a little bit of damage on the front of his car. And unfortunately for Derek, Jeff Smith went through the grass. I think he actually spun through the grass trying to avoid it. It looks like he did. So he didn't get no damage, but he did go for a fun ride through the grass. Actually, he just lost it coming off the corner. I don't think he actually seen the wreck. So unfortunately for Jeff Smith, that caution did come out right on time. So tough luck for Derek Pemberton, as that is now 2 cautions that he's kind of been in, even though none of them was really his fault that time, which is hard to believe, by the way, because usually with Derek we say the opposite. But he has not really caused it. Hey, Mark, I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, and Crystal, I just seen you in here too. I haven't seen you guys in a while. Got some guys coming up pit road. You know, I just made the Skittles car, although he just crashed it. I did make the Skittles car today, actually, as we do got cars on pit road. Looking at the guys a little bit farther back, and it looks like Brendan Puffenbarger. 2 tire stop. Nope, I'm sorry. That is a 4 tire stop on his car. There comes the 00 Eric Minch. Joshua Banks, Skylar Allen coming out. Of course, you see Derek's damage on his car. Quite a bit of damage on that 81 and the 15 car. And it looks like Derek could be done. As I bring Mr. Derek Pemberton in, once I find out where he's at, he'll be joining me in the booth like he always does when he crashes out. And unfortunately, his night comes to an end. Derek, you didn't do nothing wrong tonight.
Both times I didn't do nothing wrong.
You just got ran into, man. I mean, there ain't no other explanation. The first time, you know, I kind of could see. I think Jeff may have got a little bit of apron or just didn't know you was up there. Second time, not real entirely sure. Maybe the 6th might have thought you was going to go to the apron, and, well, you didn't go to the apron until you got wrecked. Let's just be honest.
I don't like running the apron here. And
I don't
that's
blame
one
you.
thing I do that, especially when I'm on the bottom of a 2-wide battle. I don't go to the apron. I make the guys stay up on the track. And I guess that's just why I continue to get wrecked here. I guess it is what it is. But, I mean, it would have been okay if it would have only been 1. But, I mean, that's the 2nd time I got ran into tonight. So I'm kind of not on the happy side. But it is what it is. I guess that's what I get for coming back after, what, a 3 weeks off?
I think so. I think it was about 3 weeks. Yeah,
so
it's been about 3 weeks. Of course, you was here Thursday, but you was not racing. I'm going to be honest. I'm very surprised with the cautions already. Apparently, guys may have forgot that this is a 150-lap race. The last 2 nights that we've had, we've only had 4 combined total cautions, 2 in each race. And unfortunately, I missed you all too, though. I was wondering where you been. But yeah, it's been a couple good clean races, and unfortunately tonight, already starting off with 2 cautions here on lap 12. We are about to go back green flag, I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
Derek, who do you think's got the chance to get the win tonight?
I don't know. Honestly, right now, the field seems like it just, I don't know, just so many unvariables can happen. I mean, we've already seen 2 incidents happen early, so I really don't think you can actually pick a winner right now.
I agree.
Just like I said, just cautions can fall at any point, and it could happen to anybody. So, I mean, like I said, it's really hard to pick someone as pretty much our front 6, I guess, kind of stayed too wide, and then everyone else back behind them, they kind of got single file. 61 almost drives it down into 31.
Oh, 31 actually blinked a little bit, yeah. I'm not sure if some of these guys, I don't know. Maybe they're like me and sometimes don't have their spotter on. I'm not real sure. Nate Anderson trying to pass for 2nd place. Nate, of course, on 2 tires. Austin also on 2 tires, which is very odd. Eric Borelli on the first one on 4 fresh tires. And then you got the 29 back there on 4 fresh ones as well. Michael Trevarthian, who started on the pole tonight at 31, took 2 tires. Of course, Jeff Smith back there. He did take 4, but he also had some damage repair. And I thought I seen Joe Burchett going around. Joe actually falling all the way back to 11th right now. Of course, Joe sweeping so far this week and trying to do what not very many people have done, and that is sweep all 3 races here at Go Fast. We'll see what happens. It could be a very interesting race. Joe usually don't run a lot of the races. He usually just runs Friday nights, but he had time to run this week, which is pretty cool to see him running it. As we go back a little bit further, I think it was the 29 Lee Grandy looking at James Finn. Of course, guys, this is the final race before the chase. Chase starts next week, and we go to Kansas. Oh, I love that place.
Oh, I mean, about to say tomorrow night we're going there.
We're going there for early, yeah.
I'm honestly picking. I feel like me and you probably got a pretty good shot at actually
I got a good chance.
We're looking 3 wide for the lead here.
We are looking 3 wide as Eric Borelli looks underneath the 65 of Austin Marion. Nate Anderson up there as well. And, of course, James Finn looking on. Let's hop on board. Eric Borelli. You see a pretty cool cameras that we got now for guys that haven't seen our broadcast the last couple weeks. Or last day, we just added them. We got a 360 cam that we can look around, which is very awesome, by the way. I'm not going to lie. It's a little tough to control. I am showing it off. I got to show it off. You got to show it off when you got them. So pretty cool stuff, though, to be able to do that. I'm not going to lie. Here comes Eric Borelli. Trying to catch. Austin's actually doing a really good job on 2 tires right now to be able to stay out front and lead like he is.
I think it's just because we haven't ran that many laps. I think that's the reason why he's able to hang on so well.
Yeah, you know, even during the practice, we've seen a little bit of wrecks here and there, but we didn't see a ton.
But, I mean, when we did see them, they were usually big.
It was pretty big, yeah. We've seen multiple cars actually flip in practice, which is not too unnecessary or too unusual, I guess. Everybody going for everything. Tried to get a qualifying lap in.
Oh, my. LSU just lost 37-7. Well, my night just can't get any better for me.
We need the ticker. It goes across the screen. I still want to get that. If any of you guys out there, if any of you guys out there know, as we got a good battle for the lead real fast, if any of you guys know where I can get a live ticker to go across the bottom of the screen, it shows like scores of football games, baseball games, all that stuff. Let me know, please, because I would love to have one. I could probably get one made. But it's probably hard to tell how much it costs. As Michael Trevarthian underneath Nate Anderson. That is a pass for 3rd place as Trevarthian ducks to the apron. You got to be careful going to the apron, and that's one reason why Derek said he don't like going down there. I'm sure it's because of what I'm about to say. The transition, as we got a battle for the lead, transition from the apron back up to the track could be a very dangerous transition, and you can go from pretty much living life on the high lane, going fast, being in 1st place, to being in the garage in a matter of about 30 seconds.
And that's just it. And I believe it happened with the first yellow with Jeff Smith. If I said his last name right.
You did.
I try to give him as much room as possible. I mean, that's just it. That's all about a courtesy thing because we're not technically supposed to give you that position.
Yeah.
And I was trying to be courteous, and I gave him as plenty of room as possible. And that's honestly why I don't go down there because, you know, I don't have a lot of friends on the racetrack, so I don't feel like I get that kind of respect. So that's one reason why I don't like going down there. Another reason is because, you know, I like to be different and force people, you know, to stay.
Because you want to see a bump and run. No, when it comes to Jeff Smith, we know Jeff's a really good driver. I'm sure he didn't mean to come up like that. You've never really seen him drive like that before. It's a little bit different. So
he said he ain't trying to run into me.
Yeah.
Running into me in both yellows.
Yeah. So I mean, did he get you the second one as well?
I think he ended up tagging me a little bit in the second one too.
Are you sure? Because he went through the grass.
He said he got a piece of me.
Maybe he did. Huh. Oh. That was close. Eric Borelli getting past for 2nd. Austin Marion. Actually, should I say Michael Trevarthian takes the lead. Eric Borelli trying to take over 2nd, I guess you could say. And we got a battle back there for, looks like 4th as well. As Joe Burchett's starting to work his way up. And put some pressure on 5th place Lee Grandy as... Looks like Trevarthian trying to drive away. It looks like Borelli right now is able to clear. Guys, one thing about this race, pit strategy will be key. We noticed it Thursday night. We noticed it last night. If you pit about 2 laps before the leader, you're golden. Like, you will be the leader, especially if you're in like second, third, fourth. You will have the lead. It could work out in your favor. So, something to think of, as these guys are going. We don't know for sure on fuel mileage. And it's kind of, you better be nice to Jean. You and her son just kind of killed each other. Well, I don't want to say her son's dead, but you're dead. Let's put it that way. So you better be nice.
See, I'm watching the wreck right now, and Jeff said he wasn't trying to hit.
Yeah, it just looked like he just slid up and kept sliding up. It was kind of strange. He just kept coming up. I don't know what happened.
I mean, that's what I asked. I asked if he got loose. And
no, I didn't see. Yeah, he just drove up. I think he might have. I don't know if he heard that he was clear or not, honestly. Because it was kind of surprised me. Like, you don't see Jeff race like that. I've never seen him race like that. So it was very odd.
I gave him room because I didn't think that, I wasn't expecting that to happen, and I wasn't mad at him either.
Yeah, and you would race him like that again, I'm sure. I mean, he definitely didn't do it on purpose. We know that.
By the way, I just want to let you know, Trevarthian's checked out.
Yeah, 1.2 seconds. I will be honest. I think he will check out. I hate to put it like this because I don't like playing favorites. There's only about 3 guys in this race that I think's going to win. Just being honest. You can't count out Marcus Trevarthian because what he done in practice. Fastest in practice. You can't count out Joe, and that's why I said I don't want to play favorites because he is my teammate. But he's won the last 2 knots.
As he just gets in the wall.
He did scrape it. He did scrape it a little bit. No damage, it looks like, but he does get passed by Nate Anderson. And another one that honestly I don't think you could count out is Eric Borelli or possibly Nate. Nate's doing this on 2 tires. So if he's got 4 fresh ones, I'm just saying. And he started fairly decent. He started in 8th place. So I don't know. Let's go back. We got a battle bag. Well, let's check through the field, should I say. We'll just start from 14th to work our way up. Because most everybody else has damage or is done. Derek Pemberton.
Hey, Jim.
Dakota Craig. We haven't really got to know Dakota a whole lot. Driving to Colby's paints. See the damage that he's got on his car. Not looking good right now. We're in a 14th. Started 13th. Wasn't having the greatest night. Started in 17th. He's got Eric Manch. I love the paint scheme at Eric's driving. I love the helmet as well. That's pretty cool looking. See the orange visor in there as well. James Finn. Definitely not where he wants to be right now. Started in 12th. Currently 12th. Right now he is locked into the chase. Skylar Allen with a slight bit of damage on the right front of that car. Driving a Subway fresh. I don't like Subway no more though. Not after what they did to Suarez. Big wreck.
Jack Williams around.
Yep. And Jack Williams done disconnected. And yes, he did.
Are we sure he didn't get DQ'd? Hang on.
Hey, he got DQ'd, yeah. That's what I mean.
Let me go ahead.
Let's see what happened.
Yep, he got DQ'd.
Oh, Jack got into the wall. Nowhere to go. Well, I ain't going to say nowhere to go. Came off the wall.
Somewhere to go. It just wasn't
And
the right place.
Jeff has went from being really fast in 7th to not being so fast now in 13th. And with damage.
He really must love hitting overtake, guys.
I'm telling you, he's not having a luck tonight. Like, they're like magnets to him. Like, Jack got into the wall. Jeff's like, overtake.
Yeah.
Of course, Jack said Jeff Smith. It drove it to hill, let's put it that way, because Jack came off the wall. Last time it was Jeff saying overtake. I don't know. Pit lane's going to be open.
Right now, Jeff's in running for my Modified of the Race award.
He's still running, too.
Getting close.
He's still running. That's what I'm impressed about.
How is he still running?
I don't know. No idea. He won't quit either. That's one thing I like about Jeff. He does not quit. Pit road's open.
Gee, I do know Jeff does love Skittles.
That could have been what it was. He wanted to try the new Skittles that came out.
He wanted to taste the rainbow.
He just had to taste the rainbow tonight.
Oh, I needed that. That just completely changed my night.
Here we go. Race on pit road. As Joe Burchett misses pit box. Had a back up, so he's going to have some more work to do. Anybody going to take two? Skylar Allen could have took two. Skylar Allen takes 2 tires. Still not going to win the race off pit road. Michael Trevarthian, Eric Borelli, Skylar Allen, Nate Anderson, Lee Grandy, Austin Marion, Joe Burchett will fall back 3 spots. Joshua Banks just pulling out. Looks like Dakota Craig next out on line. And right after that, we got Brandon Puffenbarger. As you look on, you see the 60th James Finn. There is Jeff Smith's car. Looking like a modified, as Derek would say.
Wait, what about me? Sorry.
Looking at Jeff Smith's car.
Mm-hmm.
Looking like a modified.
Dude, he's right now. He's very good in the running.
So basically, he's got to sit there and get some damage repaired. Hey, I see some TRN guys back here. Check them guys out. Just saying, guys, that is pretty awesome. Do what?
Wait, what? I'm about to say, I'm looking at my car. My car doesn't look too bad. I don't understand how I'd. Wait, my nose is perfect. Then I look at my rear end, and my rear end just looks awful.
Well, it does not look the greatest. That is for sure.
No, wait. What are we talking about?
I got a question, by the way. You was in the second restart that we had.
Mm-hmm.
What happened on the restart? It looked like a big checkup on that inside row.
I don't know if I'm actually allowed to say, but someone may have tried to check up the field.
Ah. Well, that's not good.
Wait,
What'd you do that for?
Underneath 1,000? Hang on, what?
What'd you do that for?
Who, me?
Yeah. Why'd you try to take out the field?
No, I hate you. Oh, I'm upset. My I rating fell underneath 1,000. I'm kind of upset. I just now noticed that.
Thank you, Glock sir. Hello, Matthew.
Whoa.
I believe Matthew Smith is the brother, if I'm not mistaken, of Jeff.
Oh, great. Now I'm about to have a whole family.
You go ahead. That's why he came in here. He came here to take care of you and Jack. Y'all are gold. Y'all are done. Watch out. Hey, by all means, go ahead. Take him out. Heck, I'll help you. I'll beat him while he's down.
Boy. Do I really okay, no, I don't have the lowest I rating, but I have close to it.
Oh, you got your live timing up, huh?
Huh?
You got your live timing up tonight, huh?
Yeah. That's how I knew that I'm underneath the.
Let me ask you a question real fast about that.
Sure, ask me.
When you hit session events, besides standings,
Yeah.
when it pops all that up, if you right-click one and hit play, does it lag for you? Or does it not play? Mine don't
It
work.
does not even play.
Okay.
Whoa,
So
something broke.
no, it'll fix. Just give it time. It takes a second.
That may have been.
Yeah, I was making sure it wasn't me.
I was on Joe's, so it took me back to the practice.
It did take you back to the practice?
Yeah, so I think it actually worked.
Did it lag at all for you?
Oh, it didn't look like it.
Huh. Mine always says not responding. Because I want it so I can go back to a replays later on in the race. And I can bookmark them. And I can go back to it towards the end of the race and look at some wrecks that happened for the broadcast. And I was just wondering if it worked for you. Anyway, so this is our most cautious that we've had in 3 days. We now work caution number 3. About to go back green flag racing. It is Michael Trevarthian. Eric
I did tell you
Brewing.
that in a pre-race.
You did. Skylar Allen, Nate Anderson, Lee Grandy up in your top 5 at the moment. Pace car.
Cars in.
Derek going to bring us to the green.
We are back green and give me some of that good old
Oh
fried
my
chicken.
gosh, I can't believe you actually said that.
I told you I was.
Wow. I have no idea what he means by that, guys. So green flag is back out as Jeff now going to go 1 lap down. Unfortunately for Jeff, he will be 2 laps down. As we work out of turn 2, we do got a battle up for the lead. Skylar Allen already passed 2 cars. What the heck? Skylar with a really good run. He's going to slide up, and this could get bad as he works the car. Oh, into the wall. Bye-bye.
He breaks. Oh boy, this is gonna be big. This is gonna be big.
No, 2 cars. 2 cars, however. Lee Grandy is done. Skylar Allen,
Probably
not done, but actually he may be done.
Yeah, that car look. Yeah. Well, let's get a good old replay here.
Let's get a look at Joe Burchett on board.
Oh, boy Lee's car, you know, Lee only got hit by Skylar, but it like looked like it messed up like the whole like, you know, toe in the rear.
Yeah, that was
That was a hard hit.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I know what actually caused that wreck. As weird as this is going to be to say, because everybody else didn't have a problem with it. I think 2 tires actually caused that wreck. And the reason why people will be like, really? How come? Because everybody else can make it work. Well, not only that, last time that somebody took 2 tires, we only had like 5 laps on the other tires. This time we had 25 laps on the left sides.
Yeah, but it's in the cockpit of Skylar. Yeah, he was fighting the car all the way to the wall.
So unfortunately, caution flag comes out once again. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back right after this.
We're all looking to bring as much of the real world into sim racing as we possibly can. Our SimCraft Tilton Pro Sim Racing pedal sets are here to elevate your rig, improve your consistency into and through the corners, and give you the ability to dial in your perfect pedal feel. Put your feet on the same pedals the pros use. From the braking zone to corner exit, get the most out of every corner with SimCraft.
Welcome back, guys. We are back at Chicagoland. We are about to go back green flag racing as we just seen Skylar Allen get loose, and we did confirm that he did get loose. And I can't say what he told me in the chat, but he got an award. We are going to be joined in the booth by Jack Williams as well. Jack wrecked out and decided to take Jeff with him. Guys, it's nice to have you here. As a green flag comes back out, we are back to racing. It is Michael Trevarky, Joe Burchett, Eric Borelli, James Finn, your top 4. That's Borelli.
I just looked at the chat.
Eric Borelli not with the greatest start there, but with that high line, we'll see what kind of run he can get off the high line.
I don't think the high line's in yet, so it's really not, you know, giving us much of a jump. Who's this all the way? Oh, Jeff Smith's right in front of our leaders.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised, though. we noticed the Highline kind of worked the other night in the trucks. We got a battle for the lead.
Yeah, Joe's looking into the bottom here. But he may not.
May use Jeff's kick.
61.
Anyway, the other night the Highline really did pay off for the trucks. Last night, not so much. Of course, if I was to resemble, I guess the K&N would resemble these cars more. But I did hear that, and I'm sure all you guys in here can kind of vouch for it, that these cars will get tight. Yeah, we got
a little bit of contact.
I did hear that the cars get super tight on the long run.
Oh, you better believe it. Yeah.
That's something to be thinking of, I guess, as this run goes on. We see Joe getting earlier, as now he tries to complete the pass for the lead. He will do a slide job. That may open the door for Eric Borelli. We got to keep it on his 14, though. He does have 2 wins on the season, and he does have a live spotter, Tim Giles, who does a great job with strategy. Could pay off, as he will take over second right in front of Michael Trevarthen. We'll see as he goes to the apron if he can actually complete the pass. Should be able to complete it going into turn number 2 or 1, and you will complete it.
1.
I'll get my turns all mixed up. Turn number 6.
7.
24.
So also,
Nürburgring.
I did get confirmed. Skylar Allen, when he decided to take 2 tires, it was to try to help the tightness of the car, which I could definitely understand. And of course, made it a little bit too loose with the older tires and stuff, but I could definitely understand that. I'm pretty sure he's good on Chase. I'm like 99% sure on that, but you know, it is what it is. He'll have to move on, and that's not the momentum you want going into next week at Kansas, especially at another mile-and-a-half track.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet you a lot of these guys have already locked into the chase. They were definitely going to use this race as their last little bit of testing, so to say, going into the chase. That way they can have some momentum. And right now,
0-0 car, yeah.
Yeah, you see him hit the apron as well. Real fast, guys, while we're sitting here talking, Jack Williams, who's in the broadcast with me right now, will be doing a broadcast on this channel here within the next, when was it, 2 weeks?
This next weekend, yeah.
Next weekend. On Saturday, after the Go Fast race, he'll be taking over the channel, and you guys get to see him some more racing, which will be pretty cool. And whatever else he does, I don't know what all he's going to do. He does all
I don't even know yet.
we'll figure it out on the fly.
So he's going to be broadcasting for cancer, I believe. Trying to raise money for cancer. He'll have a link and stuff in the channel description and stuff for all that next weekend, and all that good stuff. So.
Yep.
Should be fun, though.
Wait, is that going to be a full 24 hours? Just to
I'm going to try, but I can't do 24 hours every time.
He's going to try, yeah. Usually he cuts it short about 4 or 5 hours.
yeah.
I do the same thing, though. Like, I'm like, I could do 24 hours, about 4 or 5 hours in. There ain't a lot of people in there. I'm just like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, nobody's going to watch this. It's fine.
It was fun doing it while it lasted. Got a battle heating up for second. Eric Borelli really starting to feel the heat. No pun intended there, Derek. From Michael Trevarthen. As Trevarthen does take a peek to the inside. We do got a little bit of battle back here for 7th as well. About the same distance right now. We'll try to keep that. James Finn, Brandon Puffenberger. If that closes up a little bit, I'll go straight back to it.
Yeah. Wow, they're spaced out a lot.
They are.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's one thing I guess we talked about in the practice was, I mean, once we get about 5 to 10 laps, I mean, these guys are really going to spread out. It's actually the battle for second. As this race on here, 31 goes down to the bottom here. He's going to be about at his door. Don't think he's going to be able to get it.
Pass on the bottom.
Yeah, the outside lane's working now.
Yeah, you can see it right there. It looks like once the tires set in, they got 17 laps right now on this set of tires. It looks like once the tires set in, it's so tough. We seen that last night in the K&N race when Joe won. Joe was actually running second at the time to Todd Cray, and Joe tried to pass numerous times on the bottom, could not do it. I mean, he got beside him, had a nose at his door, everything, could not do it. And I expect it to be the same way in this one. So for people that says, you know, you don't know if you can use K&N as an experience for this race tonight, well, apparently you can.
Yeah.
So let me ask, Jack, I'll go ahead and ask you, since, you know, you just joined a minute ago, and Derek, you can give me your input as well if you agree. How do you go about trying to set up a pass now?
What I would do is, no, he didn't try it this time. He tried it last time. He tried to get into the outside of the 14 car, but you should try doing it in 3 and 4, and then once the 14 car decides that he needs to give you more room, he'll go down to the bottom, and you can get that speed coming out of 4 to pass him.
Derek, you agree with that?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Derek just wants to see a bump and run. He don't care how they pass.
Oh, no, I don't care if you flat run over the dude. I want to see it.
Derek's been dying to see a bump and run for like a month now, and he still ain't got to see it.
A month? It's been almost a year.
While. Yeah, that's true.
Dude, ever since I've been coming up in here, I've been wanting a bump and run, and it always seems like no one's ever around the leader.
Well, didn't I bump and run you one time in one of the leagues you ran?
That don't count. That don't count.
I think it does. It was pretty cool in my experience.
It's pretty good whenever you pass him on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because someone passed me.
That was like 7th though, so it doesn't really count.
I don't care. I don't care if it's for 25th.
Riding on board right now with Eric Morelli.
That 31, I mean, honestly, though, I mean, that's one thing I know that we definitely say whenever we're trying to help out each other is show yourself in his mirror.
Yeah.
Show
We say it
yourself.
constantly.
I mean, and that's just it. I mean, that 14, I guarantee that's not what his spotter's telling him to do. Don't be looking in your mirror. But, I mean, that's one thing as a driver, that's what you constantly start looking up at is that mirror, seeing where he's at. And,
That
I
is
mean,
a cool shot, by the way, of the broadcast right now. I'm just saying.
I have to look at that. One
That
second.
is one of the coolest shots I've ever done in this iRacing or broadcasting. Sorry, guys, I'm playing with the camera. I really need to put the camera down.
yeah.
So, Derek, have they got the fried chicken on the start yet?
Oh, you better believe it.
So as the battle still rages on for second, there ain't much really happening everywhere else. This is pretty much the closest battle we really have, with the exception of a couple. Brandon Puffenberger trying to close in on Eric Minch. Still about 6/10 back. Austin Marion trying to catch Joshua Banks. Joshua Banks trying to catch Nate Anderson. That may actually be something here in a moment. As the 31 looking to the inside of the 14, going down the straightaway.
I think he's got the advantage right now. He may be right there. It's actually Joe. What happened to Joe?
He checked up a lot.
Fine.
It looks like he
let's
may have
go.
got too tight, is what it seems like.
Yeah. Oh, is Eric going to try to... No, he's not yet.
Well, this is actually a huge advantage here for Eric. As now that backs the 31 off, as now the 14 is going to try to
go. Borelli's going to go. Wow,
it.
that's a hard hit, though.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Joe did absolutely nothing wrong.
He didn't do
I
anything.
see in that.
That 14 may have just got too tight. Arrow push. Let me ask you, Derek. You ran a few laps before you decided to kill Jeff. Actually, I can ask both of y'all this. Jack's the one that put the final blow on Jeff. Arrow pushing these cars. We noticed it's a really bad here in the IndyCar. It's also pretty, it's not as bad in the truck, but it's pretty bad in like the other cars as well, besides IndyCar. How is it in these cars?
I didn't feel it much. It just, the tires are just so bad, I think, here, that it's enough that I think it feels like it's arrow push, but I think in all honesty it's just the tires and how bad they are on a much longer run.
I don't really notice it in like the B car, but in C and A, speaking today, I was doing a little practice in the truck cars because I was racing all day, and I was behind the guy for 2 laps. And your tires burn off like 10 times faster whenever you're right behind somebody following them.
Battle for the lead. Michael Trevarthian underneath the 94. May be able to clear him as we get a view of the blimp, which is pretty cool, and will complete the pass. We'll see on the run out as Joe trying to get a run, trying to do a crossover. He will have a run, small run here. Not going to be able to do anything with it, I don't think. This has the potential to be a good race. I ain't going to lie. It really does. Especially between our top 3 guys right now. I do want to mention that looks like Nate Anderson, something happened to him. He's got some damage now on the right side of that car. He has fallen back from 4th all the way back to 7th. And you can see the damage on his car really bad right now on the right front and really beat up. It's, I just want to mention why I'm messing around with my camera real fast. I really wish that I would have had these cameras whenever we was on the road course to get better shots of the tires.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Because that would have been cool.
I was just in here. Let me see what happens this time when we come across the line here. I'm looking at Borelli here. I'm just trying to see, is that damage really hurting him? Because it doesn't look like he's going much of anywhere. Looking at his last lap, I mean, he was almost faster than Joe.
I'm going to be honest. I think we're on pit road here within the next 2 laps for these guys. That's
okay.
We went 40 laps last night. That's actually the most we can go is like 37. If it's me, I'm pitting on lap 30 with in my set of tires because I think tires are that important.
What? Just out of curiosity, what lap are they on this run? Because right now, 29. Okay, because all mine are showing like 62, and
some
I
of them are on
think
29.
that's right.
I think it's because you blocked it up late, probably.
Yeah.
We're 29 on the first 4 cars. From 5th back to 7th, 24 laps, and then Nate and James has 29, and then Dakota and Lee has 23 in 10th and 11th. So, of course, Dakota and Lee can stay out, but I will be honest, I think if you pit, it's automatically going to force everybody to pit.
Matters who pits, though.
That is true.
Top 5 pit, well, someone in the top 5 pit, I think everyone will start going in. After top 5, they won't really care about it.
We may have a couple guys try to stay out just to get a little bit off strategy, but honestly, I think you're going to be giving up too much time. To give everybody an example of how much times have fallen off, Michael Trevarthian right now, our leader, best lap, 29.080, last lap, a 30.651, so over a second and a half fall off so far. And
he got even slow that lap. Joe ran a 31.046.
Yeah.
That car must be really tight. That makes you think he must have overran his tires earlier on in the run to try to get away.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to get away, and then he just burned it all up.
I also talked to him pre-race, and he said flat out he does not like the Xfinity car or the B-Class car.
I can believe it.
Which is kind of hard to believe because he can drive about anything. But he said with the latest updates that they did, ever since they put the lower downforce package, it changed the whole car. And
Joe looking like he's about to be passed by Eric Borelli. Borelli does kind of push up just a little bit as we got the 61 that's coming off of pit road. Don't think he'll cause much of a problem.
That's scheduled, by the way, for him.
Scheduled, all right. As right now, looking at the gap, it's actually grown to over a second in the past couple of laps.
Yeah.
And, we were talking about that Trevarthian. I mean, he wasn't that fast on a longer run in practice, but, I mean, he's definitely showing it right here.
Yeah, for, I know looking, I don't want to say telemetry because we didn't really have the telemetry, but I guess you could call it that. Over the longest run, Joe was the fastest on 20-lap runs. After 20, we didn't really know. So I can't really say after 20 on, who did the longest run. I will say this. I'm trying to remember. Derek, you killed him in practice. He had the longest run in practice. It was like 48 laps. That did include a pit stop, by the way.
Oh, I'm going to say I killed everybody, so that doesn't...
I'm thinking Eric Mitch. He did 48 laps and consistent. And
I did kill him.
And if I'm not mistaken, he pitted around like lap 37 or 38 for gas. So I'm going to guess it's around that area where we got a pit. And you can see Jeff Smith's under power.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jeff Smith, he's probably stomped from ear to ear like, look at me actually get to pass cars again.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's still able to race.
No, Eric Borelli now looking to the bottom.
I don't think he's going to be able to pass.
No, he can't do it. Oh, what? Oh.
Now, see, if you're Joe here, you got to if you're Joe and Eric both, you got to be patient, especially if you're Eric. And you got to also realize that Joshua Banks has closed in. He's only 5 tenths back from third right now.
Yeah.
Did Eric get loose there after 3 and 4? Because he definitely lost a lot of time.
It definitely looks like it. That could have just been air flowing around. And for people that don't know, I see it reading some of the chat. Yeah, Derek does a good job when he broadcasts. I like when he broadcasts. He does a really good job with it.
Are y'all talking about me in the chat?
Yeah, every once in a while. Don't get a big head now.
I don't.
He's getting famous, Adam.
I'm famous.
Yeah, famous.
Derek's going to say from now on, I'm famous on the alone.
Hashtag I'm famous.
Derek the Law Pemberton.
You better freaking believe it.
As we got a battle for third, by the way.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, Eric Borelli trying to maintain the top there, as I could say the top. Joe gets passed by the 61 here. Joshua Banks, he ain't going to deal with too much blocking, especially when he's ran you down like that. Actually, Joshua's got some damage on the front end.
He has lots of damage.
Joe's coming to pit road.
There goes Joe.
Yeah, see, I think that's smart, but I'm going to tell you right now, everybody else is going to come now.
Yeah, I think
That was
he played it
37
smart.
laps. That was 37 laps. Just to let everybody know.
Actually, Joshua does complete the path. Wow, he does have a ton of damage.
What was you saying, Jack? Sorry.
I think he played it. I think he played it smart because he was the first one to pit,
Yeah, I
I think,
agree.
and he's gonna get the lead back.
It's got to force everybody. If Michael Trevartian stays out another lap, and he's going to, I think it's going to hurt him.
Yeah.
The longer he stays out, the more it will hurt him. And Joshua Banks stays out as well. Eric Riley stays out.
Austin Marlin goes in.
Eric Mitch coming to pit road. Austin Merritt. See, I like the call for them guys to come in. And honestly, they may have a chance to take up a few spots here as well.
Yeah. I think what Michael is hoping for is a wreck coming into pit lane, so he has a caution.
And you know, we saw a lot of those on Thursday night. And yeah, I just lost my train of thought because I just heard like 15 million Discord messages pop up.
You're famous.
You better believe it.
Wow.
I love it when never mind, that conversation's over. Let's see here. Just trying to look at some things here.
Yeah,
Skylar's still on the road.
Sorry.
Oh no, keep going.
Hop in iRacing, get in this league, man. It's fun. I know a lot of people don't have time. I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of time anymore to actually race. I only race myself on pretty much Sundays because almost every night I'm broadcasting. For the most part. Of course, this winter I'll be racing all the time because I don't broadcast a lot in the winter because a lot of leagues are down for their season's over. But if anybody is out there watching that is interested in iRacing, there is a promo code that I'm posting right now in the chat. $5 for 3 months. Super cheap. Hop in on that. You know, when I first joined iRacing, I got on here for $1 for 3 months. Pretty cool.
I did that too.
You did that as well? Jack's
Yep.
like, I didn't know nothing about that.
No, I was watching YouTube videos, and it was like a day before I went on vacation, and the day I got back, I raced with a mouse, and I got it for like a year subscription, and it was awesome, but with the mouse, not really.
I want to mention real fast, Michael Trevartian is still staying out. Joshua Bankston, they're going to lose the lead by a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be honest. They are. Joe's going to be ahead by at least 2 seconds. Possibly more. I like the call. He's already up to 6th. And not only that, Trevartian right now working on slower cars and with Jeff Smith and the 29 both with damage, unfortunately. But Layz 5th. And he just went a lap down. Well, of course, a lot of these guys will get their laps back. Lee hasn't been on pit road yet, but a lot of these guys will get their laps back. Trevartian once again staying out. Joshua Banks staying out. Puffenbarger looks like he could be coming in. No, he's going to stay out as well. Dakota Craig going to be staying out most likely.
Wow.
I'm honestly really surprised that some of these guys haven't pitted.
Yeah, they're just waiting the longest they can. I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah, you're giving up too much time. Last time by, Trevartian at 31.131. We do got one car coming to pit road, Dakota Craig coming to pit road in the 98. Trevartian this time at 31.156. And remember, his best lap at 29.080. So he's 2 seconds now off the pace. When Joe Burchett is running 29.6s. So I'm just saying, Joe's gaining all this back, and it's going to be a huge advantage. Now it could help. The longer Joe stays out, the more balanced the tires will be, and the gap will not grow as much. But me personally, I would have been on pit road.
I think the 31 just announced he's going on pit road next time by. I don't know though.
Joshua Banks did come down pit road this time. I'm very impressed on how many laps you can go on gas.
Yeah.
46 right now. That's pretty impressive.
I think it's because they're all letting off so much because he has bad tires.
Yeah, very well much could be. He's out.
Who is?
Oh, I thought the 31 was out. He may be out of gas. The 31.
No, he's not.
No, but he didn't come to pit road because he couldn't get down.
Wait, did Joe just take the lead?
No, he just got his lap back.
Okay.
But I'm
He should
telling
get
you,
his-
wait, yeah, he's going to take the lead by a lot. Just
Yeah.
to let everybody know, they spend an average of 37.2 seconds on pit road. It only takes 29 seconds to go around here.
Yeah.
So Joe's going to have like a 6-second lead.
which is going to be really good for. If a caution comes out as soon as that happens, I don't know. Oh, he's 31's pitting.
Yeah, 31 pitting. Now it all depends on when Brandon Puffton, but Brandon can actually go another 5 laps compared to what Michael can. And Brandon probably most likely, I would say, will stay out because he has a lap and he will stay out. He's getting passed right now by Joshua Baines, which will put Joshua back on the lead lap. So
I just say let's be watching that very closely to see if.
Yeah, let's see where Joe comes out compared to Michael. Michael just now in his pit box, by the way. Yeah, look at the distance. Joe's getting ready to pass him right now.
Wow, this is going to be more than 6 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot. Trevarthian just now, exit pit road now.
Yeah, that's... And then he has to go slow coming out of pit lane.
Right now from what I'm saying. Oh, it's more than that.
It's going to go up to at least
10 or
12
11?
seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let everybody know. It's a lot. We'll know more once Joe takes over the lead from Brandon. It's very strange to see that. Such a big, advantage right now over Brandon and Joe. As apparently Jack and Derek went to talk to Joe to find out some information.
No, I just said to Joe that he's doing a good job, and he there's no stress in his voice or anything. It's really weird. I would be stressing out.
For people that don't know, Jack, Derek, myself, Joe, all on the same team. So of course they're going to go over and ask how he's doing. They do help whenever they broadcast most of the time, but of course they're going to find out. I was letting everybody know that y'all went and talked to Joe.
Ooh, right now?
No,
I only did. Derek was ignoring us.
Oh, I was doing my own thing.
So let you know, Joe has closed in 2 seconds of lap on Brandon Puffenberger. Brandon hadn't been on pit road yet.
You know what Brandon's doing?
There's no way he can make it on one more stop. There's no way. Because they got to come in on 47 laps.
Hold on, I want to make sure. Okay. How many laps has Brandon...
46.
Has he been 46?
46?
Okay. If he can get to lap 100... if he can get to
100?
95.
Never happened.
If he can get to 95, I think he can make it.
There's no chance.
No, he will not get to 90. There's no way.
Okay, why is my phone blowing up?
The reason why I don't think he'll get to 90 because we've seen Michael Trevarthian pit on lap 47 or 48. And that's what Brandon's on now. So we'll see if Brandon comes this time.
That's probably because Brandon isn't... well, that's because Trevarthian, he has to, keep it close.
Does not pit this time.
Yeah,
Brandon...
88 pitting this time, you said?
No, not pitting this time.
Okay.
But say he's staying out there. So I'm thinking if he can make it to lap 90, he's got himself a chance.
He's got a slight chance. That's still 60 laps.
But the thing is, he's lost so much. He's losing so much time.
He's so tight right now. I could just...
He's already 9 seconds. Joe has closed in 6 seconds since Brandon took the lead.
Yeah, I bet if he stays out until 95, Joe will pass him by then. Because he's really checking out going to the corners.
I'm surprised he's able to stay out like this.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd be hitting the wall every other lap.
I don't know the difference between Joshua right now and Joe. From what I'm seeing, it is about 15 seconds, 14 seconds from what I'm seeing. So we'll see how that plays out. I will say that the next pit stop for anybody, well, besides Brandon Puffenberger, unless he can stretch it, which would be amazing, will be the last. The next pit stop any of these guys make should be the last. With the exception of the 88 possibly.
Joe going into the turn number 3, he is going 190 and what's his name? Brandon 88. He is only going 175.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he gets all the way down as low as 150, no, 140, 135, 127.
He's slowing way up, coming this time.
Yeah, he can't make it.
Yeah, this is
what is he on right here?
50,
what is he on?
50. There's no way. He's 12 laps short.
Unless he's got more fuel in the tank.
Yeah, I don't see that.
I think he does.
I don't see.
Oh, 50? Oh, no, not that much. No.
No, he'd have to go 62 laps.
You might save.
That's a lot of saving, though. You've already.
Yeah.
He'd have to save as soon as he comes
And
out.
I don't know if he'd be able to save that much and then keep the lead. Honestly.
Of course, everyone starts
never
texting
know.
me.
Yeah, I mean, I could
You're
be wrong.
famous.
And by the way, Joe Burchett now does have a 9.3 second gap over Joshua Banks. That is the difference between pitting and not pitting. And I'm going to be honest, if Joe can hold this gap for about another 15 to 20 laps, he'll be on pit road again.
Yeah, I think the 88 take 2 tires. He got out of there super fast.
No, he did take 4. Actually, he was actually one of our slowest pit stops out of our top guys.
Yeah,
Wow.
He was on pit lane for 37 seconds, and his best time was 42.
I see 38.6.
I see 37.4. For who, Joe?
No, Brandon.
Oh, Brandon? Oh, 38.5. Yeah, okay, my bad. I thought we were talking about Joe at the time. Because I heard Joe. I don't know what I'm listening to anymore.
Yeah, Jeff needs some caution. Now let's go back to the field. Let's take everybody through the field. Right now, because we've been watching Joe for so long, I'm sure everybody wants to see a different car when we wanted to see when he took the lead. Eric Borelli right now running in second, started back in third. Doing a pretty good job. He does got a little bit of pressure. You can see the 88 about to pass by him. Of course, 88 fresh tires, so not very much surprise there. Michael Trevarthian. Okay, the gap's actually smaller than what I thought. I was looking at Joshua last time. 6 seconds right now between him and Joe. About 10 laps on the tires separate. Last lap by, he was about almost a second faster than Joe. So we'll see how that plays out. Eric Minch started back in 17th up to 4th. How about that? That's smart. Strategy played off for him. He is about to get passed, however, by Joshua Banks in the 36. Started in 10th up to 5th. About to try to pass for 4th. We'll stay with this battle for just a moment. We'll go back to the field here once he completes the pass. If he completes the pass. And it looks like he will go to high lane and complete. So we'll go back. Austin Marion started in 6th place, or started in 4th up to 6th. As you see the 65 car. James Finn, with as much damage as he's got, I'm very surprised he's able to run in 7th right now after starting 12th. Brandon Puffenberger, who we're seeing really fast right now, of course, does have fresher tires. You can also see some of the dirt on the car flying up and hitting his car. Dakota Craig up to 9th after starting 13th. He is 1 lap down. Nate Anderson, he was running good. Started in 8th, currently 10th, not going to finish where he wants to. Jeff Smith, back in 11th, started in 7th. Unfortunately for Jeff, has got some of the damage fixed on the back part of the car, a lot of it. But he's still got that right front, a lot of damage on the right front side.
I don't know what caused that one. I don't know.
Yeah,
he does got some on the back as well. Yeah, I wonder what caused that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was Derek.
I believe it both.
Whoa! Whoa! Don't be throwing names out here.
I was talking about a different Derek. The other one.
Yeah, other Derek. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the one that's actually good at racing? Oh, yeah, I haven't met him either.
I want to mention Michael Trevarthian does get around Eric Borelli for 2nd, so the gap closing now between 2nd and 1st by quite a bit. Joe running last time by is well over a 2nd difference between 2nd and 1st, but we'll see how this plays out. We know Michael's going to catch Joe in passing. We know it's going to happen. It depends when, though. Joe, after hearing about 3 laps now, will be in range to stop if he chooses to and complete the rest of the race. We'll see if he does that or not. I don't know if he will. Actually, it's still about 5 laps before he would be in fuel range, I guess you could say. We're thinking. So, but we do expect Trevarthian to catch Joe. He's only about 2 seconds back now, and really closing that gap in through every turn, especially in 1 and 2s, where we see him close it.
Alright, I just want to say, everybody in the chat is, like, seriously awesome. Like, really.
Yeah, I'll sit there reading it in a second, though. It is pretty cool.
Oh, hold up.
Yeah.
Don't start talking about it till I read it.
Oh, well, I was going to talk about it. I was just going to say, they're awesome.
Good.
Jeez, you're feisty. Okay.
I don't know if I actually put the thing in the chat. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you did.
Charity Derby. Jason took 7th out of 23. Car I built in a week. I'm gonna think it's like a soapbox derby. Y'all ever been to a soapbox derby? That'd be pretty neat to see. Really?
Yeah, I've been to one. It was like way back in the day.
Is that PG?
Soapbox, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Jack over here, man. I'm telling you. You don't know what soapbox derby is?
No, I never heard of it. That's why.
I don't know if that's what it was that he's talking about. You've never really heard of soapbox? We got a pass for Michael Sparky. Going to go into the open chat. We'll take the lead here on lap 100. Wow, Joe or Jack. Sorry. That's a new one.
You just killed me. Hang on.
Calm yourself. I didn't know if it was.
Real fast, let me ask you, how hard do you want to race Trevarthian? Well, apparently not too much because Joe just let him go.
You keep calling Joe me for some reason.
Yeah, because Jay's and all that stuff, and I forgot you're not usually running second or first. Just I'm playing.
Oh, wow.
I can't say much. What am I talking about?
Where you at, Derek?
Well, Adam, you do at least have a league win.
Yeah, that is true. Hey, Jack's got a league win though, in a different league.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah,
Oh, like 4 league wins.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, didn't you win at New Hampshire?
Yeah, and Kentucky, both of them.
Yeah, in a cup car.
Yeah, that was fun. I love cup cars.
You're actually pretty good in them.
Eh.
You're not a big fan of like the trucks, are you?
I'm starting to like the trucks. I won a race this week.
You won quite a bit, ain't you? How many races have you won this week? 2?
Yeah, 2.
I think so. I thought so. So, Michael Trevarthian takes the lead. I do like seeing the chat. I like seeing the people that come over and over. You know what I mean? Thank you very much, Renee. I appreciate that. I do like the people in the broadcast that come constantly because everybody gets to know each other in a way. Crystal and Mark is pretty awesome. They have been here, you know, how many times, how many races?
Yeah, I'm friends with them on Facebook.
Months now. I mean, it's been going so long. Yeah, friends on Facebook, really cool people. And then, of course, Jean Smith's been coming in here a lot lately. I know she's been coming in here for just about almost as long. I know there's a couple times where they haven't been in the same chat together. Of course, we got the new guy came in. I ain't going to say new guy.
Oh, wait. Who just pit? Is that Joe?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it is. That's scheduled. Yeah, I think that's scheduled for him. I like to call too. He'll be able to take back a lot of that time that he just lost. So, but George is another one that comes in here a lot. I don't know if he's in the chat right now. People that don't know George, he is actually a moderator of this chat as well. And
isn't he in Peak 2?
What does he build? Tell me. I want to know what he builds. Like, is it a go-kart or is it actually a race car? Or is it a soapbox car? I'm just wondering because he said he helped somebody. I didn't know if it was like his son he may have helped or somebody like that.
Are they like clean cars? That's a pun. You get it?
I'm literally about to go off on Jack here in a second.
Oh,
What?
the ones that weigh 6,000 pounds? Good Lord.
Jeez.
I thought they were way back 30.
Never mind. It ain't no soapbox car. If that's a soapbox car, I want to go to them races.
Wait, are those like the wooden cars that you push
There
or something
you
like
go.
that?
You know what it is. Now, I want to race one. I'll be honest. That'd be fun.
Why would
Honestly,
they call it soapbox?
know.
Because Jack, because they already had something for push cart, so they couldn't think of anything else.
Yeah, I actually didn't know why they called them out.
It's kind of weird. I'm like, oh, okay.
It don't make a lot of sense. They actually have that name. Eric Burley on pit road. That is a big pit stop, actually. That's a strategy call from him. That is a strategy call from his spotters, should I say.
But that's going to force everyone else to pit now.
I think it will.
I think the 00 car is going to pit next.
But I'm going to be honest, we thought that they would pit last time and Trevarthian stayed out. Go figure. You know, it is what it is.
Mr. Trevarthian's a rebel, and he does what he wants.
But I will say that Trevarthian's lap times have fallen off compared to what he was running last time when he was on 26 laps. He's almost running 31-second laps now.
Oh, wow.
So
did Joe just passed the 00 car to get his lap back. Well, not lap back yet, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Wait.
And I will say, James Finn, who's right up in front of Joe right now, if a caution was to happen, Austin Marion on pit road as well with 65. Right now, if a caution was to happen, James Finn in the 60, we're seeing him right now on the screen, would be your lucky dog. We're waiting to see. Joe should be able to catch him. Let's just be honest. He's 2.5 seconds faster than him. And it looks like Austin will go 1 lap down as well. So we're all waiting to see pit stops starting to happen once again. Demolition Derby cars. I see.
I wouldn't mind going to Demolition Dirt.
I've been to one at my dirt track. It is fun to watch.
I've been to one, and it's pretty cool. They put a lot of work in them things.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that it would be that much work that goes into a Demolition Derby car, but to want one that actually wins, I mean, some of the guys actually do a lot of work in them.
Yeah.
You look at it, you think, oh, it's just cars that you just.
Oh, Joe Perchett, bottom 3 wide, down on the apron.
I was smart.
He'll make the pass.
That was a pass for the Lucky Dog as well. And what's interesting about this is the lap times right now. Joe over a second faster than our leader, and actually almost 2 seconds faster than second and third and fourth. So
wow, those fresh tires really help.
I think Travartian got the wall.
I will look real quick.
No, maybe it was just trading paints. I thought I seen damage on the side of his car. Maybe not.
He has right front damage.
There is right front damage, a little bit, right?
Yeah, not much. I don't think it'll affect him very much.
Okay, I thought I seen like hard damage where I just switched over. Oh man, sorry, I had my Facebook up. I apologize.
Oh no, everyone saw what Adam looks at on Facebook.
No, I had the sound.
Oh.
So we're sitting here watching right now, and still waiting. As Eric Minch, by the way, did pit and just exited pit road. Right now, just looking around, James Finn has yet to pit, which is going to hurt him because of the fresh tires. He's not going to be where he wants to be, which he was not up there where he wants to be anyway. I will say Joe Burchett is already in 4th place. And is catching Michael Travartian, by the way, and will pass him under green. That's going to be big. Yeah, he just passed him.
If nothing big happens to Joe, I think he has a top 2 finish or something like that.
I don't know if he'll be able to hold back Travartian, honestly, because we've seen how fast Travartian was able to close it.
Yeah, but we also don't know when Travartian's going to pit. If I was Travartian, I'd be pitting now.
Yeah, I'll be honest. If Travartian waits another 10 laps like he did last time, I think it's over, personally.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest. I think it'd go back even further than that. I don't even know if he'll finish top 3.
Probably not.
Yeah, he may come this time.
Yeah, he is.
I think that's a smart move.
Yeah, it is.
I think
you must be listening.
Yeah, I like to call though. You have to pay. Oh, he may have got caught speeding. He locked up the tires. I don't think he did.
I'll see.
Let's see the Grandmaster Derek here.
No, he didn't.
Pit road speed?
He was going 48 and 50.
So he did get down to speeding time. And Joshua Banks also pitting. So we'll see where all this plays out. We're pretty sure that Brandon Puffenbarger is going to stay out and take the lead. No, he's coming as well. So Joe Burchett will go by and take the lead. We'll see how much faster it is, how big of a gap, as Joe Burchett will take over 3rd, 2nd, and now the lead. So we know for sure it's at least a 4-second gap.
It's going to be more than that.
Yeah, it will be a little bit more. It's going to be at least an 8, it looks like right now. We're waiting to see. That's going to go up quite a bit, of course. Possibly 9?
But now the question is, you know how we were talking about, with Michael Travartian being able to run down Joe? Now the question is, how hard is Joe's going to really fight?
Yeah, he
Travartian
does.
now.
14-second gap right now between first and Travartian.
Joe's using the apron to get his car to turn.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know if we're done with cautions.
Yeah.
You mean my little friendly caution's about to come out?
Yeah, honestly, I think something's going to happen. I hope it don't. So I honestly hope we finish under green.
Well, here's the thing, though, is if we do have a yellow, everyone's going to come in and it's going to be even.
My question is, how many will take 2?
Everybody, except for Joe.
I don't know. I think Eric wouldn't take 2.
I don't think very many would take 2.
Would take 2. Yeah.
They won't want to risk it.
Eric Minch definitely wouldn't take 2, but somebody like Brandon Puffenbarger, he may.
Yeah.
By the way, he did take 2 in his last pit stop.
Huh.
Oh, that's a weird call. I don't know if I took 2 in a green. Because it's going to fall off very fast.
Hey, Derek, do you see Joe, Joe using the apron to get his car to turn and corners?
Yeah, and I'm not surprised by that because, I mean, there's so much rubber probably built up on the bottom. It feels like that car is tighter than... I'm going to stop there. I feel like that car is pretty tight, so he's going to use the apron there to help really rotate the car. And right now it looks like it's working for him. He's not losing too much time, but Michael Javarthian, he is coming. And he's coming quickly.
I got to give a plug to Joe's sponsor, Swamp Dust. Sorry, but I kind of have to. If you haven't tried Swamp Dust seasoning, try it. It's awesome.
It is awesome.
I got some. It's very... Did you get some too?
I was 1-2, but I know it's awesome.
Wow.
No, under the bus.
No, it's actually very good. It is really good, and it's actually very cheap. So I just want to give them a plug. SwampDust.com. And actually, I think they still got the thing going on. If you say that you see Joe's car, yeah. If you, so that's actually a good plug. If you go to Swamp Dust and you buy something, tell them you see Joe Burchett's car, and you get a free bonus thing in the package.
What's the website?
SwampDust.com.
Dust.com.
All right, let's go back to Michael Javarthian. He is now 11 seconds back, and I'm gonna be honest. I think it's a matter of time. He's almost a second faster than Joe Burchett. So
Can they make it on fuel now?
yeah, they can make it on fuel, guaranteed. Everybody can. So what I want to do, take a quick break. We'll be right back right after this.
Get ready, going green. Green, green, green.
We are back from Chicagoland. Michael Javarthian to the lead, and the reason why I say that, Joe Burchett back down pit road, and I'm going to be honest, it's
I don't know about the call. The only thing I would think is that he thinks he could probably run him down fast enough.
I'm surprised. I'm going to be honest. The reason why I say that is because we know he can make it all the way on gas. He is already on and off pit road, and that was he didn't take gas at all that stop.
Oh no, that was definitely not a gas stop. That was
he will
right
go
there. He
one
goes
lap
on.
down. Now he should get it back.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, he should get the lap back. I don't think he'll be able to run him down once he gets
And
back.
he's going to have a yellow.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Right now, honestly, this is Trevarthian's race to lose. Just being honest.
Yeah.
I will say this, though. There is one other person in the field that could have a chance at winning it, but he's so far behind, I don't know. And that is Joshua Banks. He's running faster lap times than our leader. And I say that.
He has lots of damage.
Yeah, and actually I say that he didn't run faster this time, so now I feel stupid. But I mean, honestly, there's not a ton of other racing going on right now, guys. Everybody's kind of spaced out. Now, we don't know what Trevarthian's going to do. What the heck is swamp dust? Let me show you. Here, I'll show you. It's a weird name, I know. I'll show you Joe's car, because that's probably the best way to put it while I talk about it. You can see it right there. And I hope we may actually be able to get them sponsor or something soon. Swamp dust season. And basically, if you do a lot of cooking with meat, like hamburger, which most people do because why not? I'm anxious to try it during deer season. It is basically seasoning that you put on anything. They also make salsa, or hot sauce, by the way, which is awesome, but gosh, it's hot. Anyway, very good stuff to try. Good on pork chops, which I don't really like pork chops, to be honest. That's just me. Good on chicken, it's pretty good on that. Steaks, it's really good on, and roast, if you like roast, it's really good on roast. Somebody else that actually likes it, and a lot of you guys may know it, was Tyler Cox, who loves it. By the way, Joe Burchett passing Trevarthian now. He caught him quick.
Yeah.
That will give him his lap back, but I want to be
there's
honest.
only 20 laps to go.
Yeah, Trevarthian won't pit. I don't think there's no way Joe can go all the way around and run him down.
Never know.
That's true.
Who's your pick to win, Adam?
Right now, Trevarthian. I didn't actually pick nobody. Honestly, in the bias mode, I wanted Joe to win. One, he's my teammate, but I wanted to see somebody sweep because I don't think we've had anybody do it. That's really why I wanted to see it. But either way, if Trevarthian goes on to win the race, I'm not going to be disappointed because I like Trevarthian. He's a really good driver. And Eric, Joshua wouldn't be bad. To me, it don't really matter. But of course, in a way, I pull for Joe because he's, of course, my teammate. But I try to still be fair, I guess, would be the word. But I like all these guys. I don't think either one of them. I want to see
good racers.
Jeff win. I want to see Jeff win one. Bad, I really do. Skyler, we've seen him have good runs, and he's, he finished second a couple weeks ago. But Jeff, I really want to see win. And he's had good runs, but unlike tonight, much like tonight, just getting caught up in something else that happened. That wasn't his fault, and just gets caught up. That's part of racing. I
hope Skyler wins one.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see Skyler win one. It would. And I think when we go to like short track, like a Martinsville, I think Skyler is better at short tracks, in my opinion. He's better at short tracks. I'm really anxious for next week because I love highline tracks. I love running highline myself, besides Darlington. And I love Kansas. That's my favorite track in the whole game, or sim, I guess you could say.
On a game.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, that's just my opinion.
Jeff won Daytona, says Gene.
Yeah, he did win Daytona. That's right. I remember calling that one. I actually interviewed him for that one. Which, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to sit there and jinx him. I think he's eligible for the chase with tonight. I could be wrong. I think Skyler talked about it and said he is. I don't want to jinx it and say it. I'll have this the template up on Facebook later of who made the chase for sure. I may know after during the broadcast, during the interviews, I may know who made it. But I'm pretty sure with that win and with Jeff racing every week, he will make the chase. By the way, we did have a pass for second, and actually it just happened. Joshua Banks getting by Eric Borelli for second place, and Eric still with a little bit of damage on the right front of that car. So I'm looking right now at the laps that Joe's running. At the moment, he's 25 seconds. So he's pulled out about 5 seconds on the leader, Michael Trevarthian, within 6 laps. The rate that he's going, it's going to be close. but he would have to keep up that pace, and that's something I don't think he can do because the tires will fall off. But if some other guys pit, I think it's going to change a lot of stuff up.
Joe just about got into the 61. He barely avoided him.
That would have been perfectly fit for us, by the way.
What?
That rest of the overtake guys hit Jeff.
Yeah. Well, he liked that Skittles, so I think we should all get Skittles and just get them.
I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna cook some eggs.
Yep, I'm hungry for some eggs tonight.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kyle Busch wins tomorrow. He's my pick to win next week. I know Jack likes Kyle. I like Kyle.
Kyle Busch is my favorite.
Yeah, Crystal's like a fanatic about him. No offense, Crystal, but you love Kyle Busch, which is a good thing though. I like people that support their driver like that. I like Kyle Busch. He's not my favorite, but if I had a second favorite, I guess he would probably be it. I like the fact
You respect him though.
Yeah, I respect the crap out of him. He could drive anything. And I would not be surprised if he wins tomorrow. I definitely wouldn't be surprised if he wins next week. He's my pick to win next week already at Kentucky.
Yeah, he'll win.
In my opinion, he's going to dominate that race, I'll be honest. It'd be Homer Truex that wins, and I hate saying that, but I think he'll wind up winning it. Who's y'all's pick to go to the Final Four for the Monster Cup Series?
Truex, Kyle Busch, Newman, and...
You want Newman to win one, don't you?
Yes,
I wouldn't hate it either.
Awesome.
I don't know where Derek's at.
I'm here.
My pick is Kyle Busch, Truex, Denny Hamlin. I want to say Chase Elliott, but I think he'll get eliminated around before. And I'm going to go ahead and say Jimmy Johnson.
See, I hope Truex doesn't go.
Me too.
I want Kyle Larson to be there. So I want Larson, Busch, Johnson, and just to spice everything up a little bit, I want Austin Dillon to go. Just spice everything up, then I hope he crashes and burns.
Jack, thanks for joining us. Remember, guys, next week Jack will be broadcasting with hopefully a 24-hour broadcast next Saturday night.
Hopefully.
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 No problem. See you guys later.
See you later. So that was Jack Williams. He had to head out early, which is fine.
Now that means you're stuck with just me again.
I hope he realizes he did not leave the team speak.
He's...
I know.
Anyway, 142 to 150 complete. We're watching Joe Burchett, seeing if he's going to make up anything. Don't really look like he has closed up 3 more seconds overall on the gap, but I don't know. He's going to be struggling to get a top 5. I think he's going to get a top 5. Possibly. He's trying to run on Austin Marion right now, but right now everybody's chasing this guy. And I'm going to be honest, nobody's really catching him. Austin Marion trying to run down Eric Minch. Busch, Hamlin. See, Blaney's a good pick, though. I think Blaney's an underdog.
You know what? I'm going to go on and say it now. Matt Kenseth will win the championship.
I forgot about Kenseth. I would not mind if Kenseth win it because I still don't think that Joe Gibbs should have got rid of him, especially for Square Eric Jones. I don't like
For
him.
a guy that no one that I like,
I really don't like that guy. I like his mullet, though. He got a pretty cool mullet, I ain't gonna lie. Mark, you should get a mullet. Some of the pictures I've seen.
Don't start throwing out ideas.
Mark, you should get the mullet, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I could grow my hair long enough to get a mullet. We'll see a picture later of Mark on Facebook with a mullet.
Mm-hmm.
He posts some funny pictures on there sometimes. It's funny. So we're watching right now Austin trying to run down Eric Minch. It's about a 10th faster each lap. At that pace, he's not going to be able to catch him. Joe, on the other hand, has running down 5th place. He's about still 7 seconds back. Don't know what's going to happen with that. Joe wanted to try something different, I think. I think he kind of got off strategy by pitting so early. But I do like the fact that he did pit early. But I think he may have pitted about 5 laps too early, honestly. Maybe a little bit earlier than that. But either way, race right now. How about Eric Minch having a chance at running down third? He's now 8/10 back. Eric having a great run. He had one. I actually had the boss cut.
Oh, okay. So I'm just throwing this out here because I don't think we've talked about it. Nate Anderson wrecked out. Brandon Puffenberger wrecked out.
Yeah, we did not mention that. And
I'm actually gonna go back and I'm gonna look at that.
Brandon,
actually.
by the way, is not in the chase because he's not eligible because he don't have enough starts. I don't think.
Wait.
But I will say this: I think that eliminate Nate Anderson from the chase because he was on the cut line.
It says Brandon's.
Do what?
It says Brandon's 27 laps down. Where did he go 27 laps down at?
Wait, wasn't he like leading earlier?
Yeah.
He wrecked out. He wrecked out 13 minutes ago, apparently. I didn't.
But
see
he's
it.
back out rolling.
No, he's not
Is he
rolling.
out? Is he not?
No, you want to replay?
Okay, no, he's. I don't know. I mean, I went back and I tried to look to see where he wrecked,
Yeah,
but he never wrecked.
He wrecked out 29 laps ago, apparently, from what I'm seeing.
And then Nate Anderson.
I don't know what happened to him.
Well, I'm about to tell you here in a second.
Huh. We're going to have one lap to go when we get back to the line. It is the Michael Trevarthian show, would be the word I guess we could say. Tonight, he's going to come home. Most likely going to lead 85 laps out of the 150 as the white flag now displays in the air. One more lap around. By the way, Eric Minch passing Eric Borelli. Eric Borelli get passed by Austin Marion. And Joe Burchett not far behind Eric as well. Eric should be able to hold on to fourth, but we'll see. At the moment, coming to the start-finish line, it is Michael Trevarthian right now coming through turns 3 and 4. He's going to see the checkered flag wave, and Trevarthian will pick up his first win of the season as he wins the Go Fast Racing League's Lazy Days Grand National Series from Chicagoland after leading a total of a ton of laps.
From a total of a ton of laps. I love that.
I don't even know what that means. 85 laps, sorry.
Yep.
Good win for Trevarthian. Very big win for him. Not bad at all. Got to be proud of him. We're going to interview him. Interview Joshua, interview Eric. We're going to try to talk to Skylar. I want to know who got into the chase if I can find out if anybody got eliminated, what we thought, or who all made it in and stuff like that. It's a little interesting with Nate and Skylar both. I'm a little bit interested to see what happens with the chase. So we'll talk to them here in just a moment. We're going to bring in Michael and talk to him once I find him. As Trevarthian burns it down for his first win of the season. And he's going to be walking into next week with a win. Motivation. Hey, Michael Trevarthian, you got me?
What's up, Adam?
Man, well, I ain't gonna lie. When we came into this race, we know you started first, but we seen you fall back a little bit. You dominated. 85 laps led. Talk us through your night. That was a fun race to watch.
Yeah, the car was on rails tonight, man. It was really good. Got caught back in a little bit of traffic. The car wasn't very good in dirty air, but once I came through the traffic, it just took off.
Let me ask you, we noticed that you waited to pit a lot longer than everybody else. You waited probably, I don't know, about, I'm going to say probably 10 laps longer, which is usually don't work out for guys staying out. But is that something you was thinking of? Did you want to stay out longer and see what would happen, or did you know it would work out like that?
Well, I've lost a couple of these due to fuel mileage, and I was playing around with that a little bit. And then when I waited that long one, I seen that Joe and Eric had kind of took off on me a little bit. I was able to run them down, but like I said, the car was good, you know, just trying a little bit of different strategy there.
That was probably, I broadcasted a couple races with you in it, and you've always ran good. This was probably your most dominating win. Is there something about this track that you just like? I mean, because I'm going to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen you run like that. That was a great run.
No, it's actually my second time running here, and actually with the hurricane down here, we've had no power for the last 5 days. I've only got three races on this track this week, so no, just a great week, man.
Man, of course, we're thinking about everybody in Florida as well as Texas. We know they got hit hard as well. So a big win, man, for you tonight, and I'm glad you got your power back on. That's awesome. Anybody you want to give a shout out to, dude? That was an amazing run for you tonight.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to thank the Go Fast Racing League and all the administrators, all the great guys that race in this group, and obviously my wife for putting up with me all the seat time in the rig. Definitely Lazy Days, being the primary sponsor there. Just a great group of guys, man. I can't wait to see what's in store for next year. We're running for the championship.
I agree, man. These guys may want to start worrying a little bit because if you do anything like you did tonight, you may be on top come next season. So good run, man. We'll talk to you here soon. Great win and congratulations.
All right, Adam. Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, we'll bring in Joshua Banks. Before we do, I want to, real fast, I want to give a shout out to Lazy Days Racing. They are the primary sponsor. If anybody out there does iRace, check out Lazy Days on Facebook. And they also got a Facebook page. We'll get the Facebook from Skylar out. I can't remember if it's lazydaysracing.com or lazydays.com. You can check all their team stuff out. Really cool group of guys. Next up, Joshua Banks, who comes in second place after starting. Well, it started way back in 10th, let's be honest. But after he had a little bit of trouble early, he got a little bit of damage, somehow managed to battle back up to second and was fast all night, especially towards the end of this race. Josh, you got me?
I got you, mate.
Man, a big second place finish. Once again, I'm not surprised to see you up towards the front. We always say that. You're always there. Talk us through your night. Explain a little bit about what happened at the start of the race tonight.
Well, I mean, of course, we had that EOL for not getting our 20 laps into practice, which is understandable. I wasn't able to get practice in, but had that, and then at the beginning of the race, had the incident with Jeff. Just couldn't go anywhere, and just got a little tag there. Thankfully, we didn't get as much damage as I thought we did, and we're able to get that repaired and get back on the track. I thought we were going to be slow, to be honest with you, because I went last night in K&N, it was super slow when I got damaged, so I was surprised to see this thing able to get some speed. So, got able to overcome that, work our way through the field. I felt good on the long runs. It's just wasn't enough to keep up with Michael because he had a pretty solid car tonight. So congratulations to him on the win. He definitely deserved it. And all in all, it was a fun night tonight.
Let me ask you, you ran the K&N race last night, and of course, with the damage last night, because I think you got caught up in that first wreck, I believe. If I may be completely wrong about that. Anyway, is there anything that you took over from last night and brought it here tonight?
I mean, these cars are a lot faster than K&Ns, but right, they were just as tight. So just letting it roll in the corner off center and just able to get that run off the corner is what really helped me out. And I think that carried from yesterday. It really didn't carry much because I didn't have the full potential of the car yesterday. So I got a little bit, I guess you could say, but I think tonight was just pretty good.
Man, and by the way, guys, if anybody hasn't checked out Joshua's YouTube channel, you can check it out, Dusty Vengeance. It's a really cool channel. I checked it out the other day, I think, the last time we talked. But either way, very cool channel. Make sure you all check it out. You'll see some pretty cool stuff that he does over there. It's pretty neat. All right, Josh, another good finish, second place. Go ahead and give your shout-outs. I'm sure you got something you want to give.
Lazy Days Racing, and thanks for sponsoring the league or this series, and then Nate and Skylar and everybody hosting this league and doing a good job. Had a good crowd here tonight, so everybody good racing here tonight. A lot of fun. Like you said, Adam, please do check out my YouTube channel. Be greatly appreciated. And yeah.
Good turnout tonight for sure, man. All right, congratulations, and I'm sure we'll talk to you next week whenever you finish again in the top 3. So good job out here.
I appreciate it, boss man.
Next up, we'll bring in Eric Minch, and this is an interview we haven't done in a while. Eric, you got me.
Hey, what's up?
Man, I bet. Let me ask you, because when you qualify, you start towards the back on purpose. You know, it's not by you do it by design. It's not because you're slow by any means. You finished third tonight, and that's a big place to finish. You know, you started 17th. You had to work through some, wrecks that happened in front of you and stuff like that. Talk us through your night, man. What was it like trying to come up through there? And the pit strategy call, it worked out for you at the end.
Well, I learned something last night even with practice earlier. For when the maximum fall off started out with, and seen these guys. They pit like 10 laps. Within 10 laps. Oh, that's too soon. That's too soon with the fall. And
sorry, you cut out for a
second. I can't hear him.
What? Now I gotta go through the whole spiel again.
You gotta go back through it again, buddy.
No, I learned something in last night with the K&N with the fall off of the tires, and today even with the fall off of tires during practice, I had the number in my head when the tires went from falling off to drastically falling. That number was around 40. All right. I see the guys pitting right there around.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm still like, did I just finish third?
You're good, buddy. Let me ask you real fast, Eric. You came in here second in points, and everything gets reset now for next week whenever the chase starts. I guess the question would be, how do you go about approaching the chase now? Are you going to continue to approach it the same way that you had the season, or are you going to approach the chase going into next week a little bit different?
I'm probably going. That's hard. That's different from by track to track because go in there.
Right.
I'm still at loss of words.
I agree. I hear you. Now, that was a big run for you tonight, man. I know that you're happy third place and your second points coming in. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. People may look at your qualifying about where, they may not think you're fast enough, but looking at your point wise, it says a different story. You're second for a reason. A lot of these guys better be worried about the 00 because there's a reason why you're second, and there's a reason. I'm gonna be honest, you're one of my picks to go to the championship, because of the consistency. I think that makes the difference for the final four or whatever. So a big win or a big third place finish for you tonight. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Well, first, I'd like to thank you, Adam. The broadcasting. Without you guys, we wouldn't have our really out there as much as it is out there. I'd like to thank Lazy Dayz for coming on and sponsoring. I'd like to thank Dylan, Skylar, everybody. If it wasn't for everybody, we wouldn't be where we are today.
That's true. I agree. All right, man.
I'm still in shock.
I'm fine, buddy. Go out there next week, do what you did tonight, and we'll be talking to you again. I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of surprised me you finished third, and now you can.
There's also a method to madness. That's just is I'm able to run my own race.
That's true. You did it not, that's for sure. Now you can have a drink on me as well.
What do you want at the bar?
Give me anything you want, man, because I'm telling you, that was a crazy race. I know there was some stress involved for some guys, but that was a good race. So congratulations, third place. We'll talk to you next week, man, because it's going to get interesting. We're going to try to talk to all the chase guys next week. So good job.
All right.
Thanks,
all right,
buddy.
And thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, let's bring in two admins. Nate Anderson, Skylar Allen. First off, Derek Pemberton, not an admin. But first off, Skylar, do I have any information from you? Please tell me you got information for me for the chase, because if not, I'm gonna feel like an idiot.
Skylar, is he even there?
I don't think he's here.
Nate, do you have any information for me? That would be very awesome if you did. Please say you do.
No, sir. Not yet. It's a little too early. It's a little too early. Yeah, we gotta go through the points and whatnot yet.
So we are going to post this on our Facebook, guys. I'm sorry, I can't tell you yet. They got to do some jumbling with numbers and crap like that, and it's complicated. Anyway, I will post it on our Facebook as soon as I find out. I'm sure Skylar will message me and send me the stuff. Nate, all in all, let me ask you, since Skylar's not here, the regular season comes to an end. What's your thoughts on the regular season, how it went so far?
Overall, I think it went really well. I want to say thank you to everyone that came out for the most part every week and ran with us. I've been getting to meet a lot of really cool people, and I think the season is going well so far. I can't wait until the off season on next year. I just think it's going to be real fun.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think, honestly, I've said this before, this is one of the best leagues we broadcast, especially with the people that's in it. And honestly, I think the people is what makes a good league, honestly. And then, of course, the broadcast people that come, or not broadcast people, the people that come to the broadcast, the people that watch and support the league, I think makes it a big bonus, especially when it's the same people over and over and over. I think that makes a huge difference when it comes to broadcast, and it makes it a good thing, I think. So, like I said, I'll get the thoughts on a race, but I want to give my thoughts on the season. I would ask Derek, but he raced in the season, so I don't want to get his thoughts on the season. My thoughts. You can give yours if you want. My thoughts on the season. When I started broadcasting, it's been a while. I don't even know how many weeks now, and I can say this over all 3 series. My personal favorite is the truck series. I love broadcasting the truck series. That's just me because I like truck racing. But the series, I seen it go through change within the series. When it started out, it was good, and it was great at times. It was great. In the middle of the part of the season, it was great. The back part of the season went downhill a little bit with the road races, the short track races, but then we seen a great race pick it back up tonight and last night and the night before. And I think it's back to where the tracks are really even for everybody. I love the fact that the people that come out and support the league, Dayz does a great job. Down to Mike's does a great job for the truck series. The sponsors are amazing. I will say that. They are honestly, out of all the leagues we broadcast, they're the best sponsors that every league we broadcast. I can honestly say that hands down. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the season. It's awesome broadcast. I can't wait for the chase. I'm looking forward to it. Thoughts on the race tonight? Michael Trevarthian dominated. There ain't much to really say. It was interesting. There was a lot of weird stuff that happened throughout the race, but it was a good race. Derek, thoughts on this, and any other thoughts you want to give on the season, you can.
Well, just, like you said, domination tonight by Trevarthian. And on the season, of course, I think I just came before the halfway point of the season, and I've enjoyed coming in here ever since, even though, kind of had some problems here or there. Besides that, I mean, I enjoyed coming to this league. I enjoy broadcasting it. Not like tonight, kind of makes me, kind of question if I still actually like racing in it. But, I mean, I always love racing. So, I mean, I hope to come back and be able to race maybe a couple more times later on in the season. But I can't wait.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for us tonight. I got to go because I got to get my pet raccoon because she's over here messing up stuff. So thanks, everybody, for watching. I know that's a weird thing to say in a broadcast.
I was about to say, I don't think I've ever heard that one.
No, she's over here messing up my cords to my wheel, and I got to get her. All right, thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll be live again Monday night for the chase race for the Monday night. Sorry, Red Light Racing Series. I about said Monday Night Thunder, but I forgot I don't broadcast that. The Red Light Racing Series will be back for the chase Monday night. I think we'll be at Chicagoland as well. So, thanks everybody for watching. Have a great night, and God bless. Flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. New Hampshire, once this race continues, things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Showers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day